Welcome to Da Nang. Goodbye, Marcus.
Goodbye. See ya.
And don't forget to like this video already. Why not liking it before you forget it, right? We got a Mukmia here. We're gonna check out the beautiful street food heaven, paradise street, Chao Te Vinte, how it looks at this time of the day, because now lots of places are actually opening up. And now you will see what kind of new stores there really are. We are still here in the heart of the Antung area, but we will make our way all the way there. I will also show you some places. I've ate a mee kuang today, very unusual. I actually thought it was even a different name, like Sea Lounge, but this is a Vietnamese restaurant now. This is also still super hot today. I think the whole day was very hot and humid. It is peaking now. The heat is peaking. It's not gonna get hotter than this, but at some point, if it's getting hotter, and it stays like that, then usually a hardcore storm is coming up at some point. So we are now in August, and in September it can start. Of course, in August can be something as well, but usually it starts in September with the first storms. Yet I also read a lot, is September a good time to come here, or is it already rainy season? And it's very simple. It's like, it's still hot, humid, but it will rain at some point, most likely. If you're lucky, it won't rain in your time. Like, I had friends coming over in September. They were there for 10 days. Nothing happens. Okay, perfect sunny weather. And then when they left, there were like 7 days of rain and a typhoon coming through. So this can also happen. Same goes for October. In October, you have, my parents, for example, came from the beginning of October, maybe end of September, to 10th of October. They had the whole time they were here, they had good weather, it was hot, they were at the beach every single day. Then they left, 2 days later, it was crazy, 1 week rainstorm, non-stop raining, non-stop. And then the whole climate changed completely. It was bad, wet, nasty. The ocean was terrible. Everything was bad after that. For at least 1 or 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Very bad rain depression. And then it was still, again, shout out to Indochina Micha. I think you came here in November, right? He had a few days where it was good, and then it was bad. Good and bad, good and bad. So it's very, 50-50, I would say. But the only time you will not have a good time is most likely mid-December to mid-January or something like that. I never experienced a good December or end of December. Around Christmas time is terrible. So I never had any good weather there. I don't think it will be. Because also the normal temperatures are around 17 to 20 degrees Celsius. And then it really depends. If it stops raining and the sun comes out, it gets warm to 25 or something. And it's beautiful. But will that happen or not? And I'm not sure if that will happen. Whew. I'm gonna take a little detour. Or should we go to the Bar Street? Nah, we already did that. Let's check out this street here. We're just walking on the Le Quan Dao street here. And I don't know what they're doing now. I think they putting the cables here underground, right? This is what I read. So apparently these cables should go underground here. Or what do you think? There's no cables over there. Electric cables is a different story. You will never have electric cables down there. But the telecommunication cables or whatever those cables are, my fantastic, immaculate and great internet comes from those shady cables. That's so hilarious. Those shady cables produce a better internet quality than our ultra first world country cable system in Germany, which is on the level of, I don't know, which sixth world country, right? So we have very slow internet in Germany and very bad, even cell phone reception in the rural areas, okay? So I think, I remember I had maybe the max was 100 Mbits in Germany, and I'm living in a city. And here I have my internet comes from a shady, this shady cable. Those shady cables give me 750 downloads and I think 680 or something uploads. Can you imagine how fast that is? It is almost a terabyte. Or I don't know. I'm not an electrician or a specialist. I just know my very big files of YouTube getting uploaded in 50 seconds. I know that. I remember the same videos I produced, I needed 8.5 or 9 hours in the Philippines. And here it's 50 seconds. 50 seconds for 4K 60 frames per second, 20 or 30 minute video. So those shady cables working. So I'm not even sure if it's nice if they put them down. I'd rather have it look ugly and it works properly than it look nice and some kind of problem is. Because at the end of the day, if there is a problem with the cable, let's say a little rat is going through, I don't know, biting or something is broken, they have to open up the street. Here, they just pull out a new cable and it's done, it's fixed. Same goes with how to get internet into your home, right? You order it with Virtel and on the same day, a guy pulls up on a motorbike, he gets you the box, he puts the box in, he pulls out one of those cables from the ground into your apartment, no matter how high you are, and yeah, and then you have a fast internet. I love it. This is efficiency. Yeah. This is efficiency, guys. Hi, how you doing, man?
Gotta get a selfie.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm just filming for my walking channel now. Where are you from?
Dying to meet you. I live in Japan, but
Oh, okay.
You're our favorite, man, every night.
Here, on the right side. All right, guys, we continue. I think this is a record day for me. I think today, on this day, I met at least, let me calculate, over 50 Australians alone, separated. Only from Australia. Now this was American, I think. But that's crazy. I think you all Australians are here now. So I know you're watching this too. Shout out to you. I met a lot of you today. This is crazy. Is it today Australia Day or something? Or maybe it's also Friday. Or what day is today? I don't even know. I'm not sure if it's Friday or not. Soon I'm gonna go to Thailand with my wife. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make videos in Bangkok. Probably I will. I will probably do one, at least. A nice little walk through Bangkok. See how it looks there. Is it really dangerous or not? Yeah. This is a very local neighborhood here. Very residential. Oh my God. 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 There are 2 dogs killing rats. Oh my God. 3 dogs, 1 big dog. All right, this is why we don't see rats here. I don't know. It is a normal thing in the Mother Nature and animal kingdom, right? It's normal. It's still like crazy when I see it on the street. A rat is getting flashed out, crazy. But I saw it one time, a cute little dog at the Aussie Bistro did the same to a mouse. There are some dogs here that protect the house and they kill the rats. That's why they're all sometimes also here. You don't need necessarily a cat here. Some dogs are also taking care of that. So it is important because the rats would be everywhere else, you know. So even though there are rats, especially on the beach at the night, if there are not that many people, but here in the streets, the rat dogs are taking care of it. Because sometimes I see some cats and they're so small. And I'm like, yo, those rats are bigger than you, man. Yeah. This is also a very interesting place. Kemzur coconut ice cream, very tasty. I had it often there. I don't know how much it is now. It was always around $1, but now I don't know. It's 5 ice creams, 5 scoops of ice cream in a coconut, some coconut flesh, some chocolate sauce. Yeah, great thing. And a salt coffee place right next to it. Oh, I'm so hot. This is a great workout now. We're walking now to the Chowtivinte Street, which is a very nice street for street food and very affordable food. We're walking a little bit different. This is not the fastest way to the street, but I want to actually take you through this area as well. And I haven't been here for a long time. I haven't walked here because there's not that much going on here left and right. I think this is some kind of a government building to the right, or a school or anything, I don't know. Looks pretty official. You have lots of street food places here, and they open up at night though. Yeah, very interesting. Here you can get very good deals. You can get all kinds of noodle dishes, very tasty. Probably all kinds of sweet drinks. Yeah, and now I'm wondering what kind of street this is. Oh wow! This is Antung 14. Antung 14, guys. I've never walked in my life in this street. Never. And I will still not do it. But I will do it at some point. Here, I remember the first time, that was so funny. The first time I walked here, somewhere here, this is an Indian restaurant. Hi, how are you?
Are you on a diet with me?
Another time, I'm on diet at the moment.
Oh my God.
But thank you so much, I will see you, okay? Bye bye. One time I walked here, and one of those places they have happy birthday, and there was the first, just imagine, it was the first week of me being in Vietnam. I come here, I walk around, there was a lot of happy birthday signs and one huge swastika. And I did not know like swastika is normal here in the neighborhood, in this whole region. But I'm like, oh wow, I haven't seen that for a while in Germany. I don't know where it was, I think they removed it now. But somewhere here there was a huge swastika. And it did not look like the Buddhism sign, it looked like a proper one. Proper 1940s Germany swastika. Yeah, wow, very funny though. Yeah, I don't know why they had that in there, but yeah, very interesting. I know there are many, it's a Buddhist sign and everything, I know that. But it looked too similar on the side of the corners, and yeah, it was white and black. I mean, they're missing a red flag around it, then it would be 100%, but yeah, it looked very proper. So I was very shocked seeing that. But yeah, you see that, you see swastikas here everywhere in front of the pagodas, but also in random chairs and furniture. I see it very often, even where Marcus is playing pickleball, the furniture there, they also have swastikas on the furniture. But yeah, obviously it has nothing to do with 70, 80 years ago Germany. Well, I don't even know how long it is ago. When was it? 45 it was over, so now it's 25, 80 years, right? I'm not good at math, man. But this here, as you can see here, look at how many street foods stands there are. This is a Komtam place, Komtam. And this here are like very nice snacks, left and right. Even coffee shops, nice juice places. You got everything you need here. Look at this. There's even a barber shop. There are a few barber shops. This is very popular. Ban Ep. Very popular. It's a specialty from Hue. I had it in Hue too. They just press down something, and yeah, it's a thin pressed hot goodness with nice sauces. I made a video about that. Maybe I have it, and I'll link it down below. But no matter what, you can always go in, just try it out. Don't even ask what it is. You usually also cannot eat dog here, so I have not seen any dog signs here. I don't think they sell it here in this neighborhood. Yeah, so don't worry. You will not eat by accident dogs here. Don't worry about that. I read that a lot too. They don't sell you dog as other meat, 100% not. Because I don't think the dog is cheaper than the other meat. So, I think I went into this barbershop one time. They also have hair wash in there. What is this? Oh, a $1 store or something like this. No, it is a 10,000 dong store. So that means 40 cents store. So equivalent to $1 store in America probably. Or in the West. Or the Euro shop. Is that even a thing in Germany? I'm not even sure anymore. Because somehow back in Germany we had a Euro burger. I think the dollar menu was also a thing in America. So $1 burger in McDonald's or something. But now the €1 burgers is €1.50 or 2 or some ridiculous numbers. Yeah. This here is a great hutu place. They also have good seats over there, like the higher ones. Very good hutu and very affordable. So I actually only eat this here with the Xiaxiu pork, 20,000 dong. That's a steal, guys. 80 cents hutu. Tastes great. Good place, always busy. Also, this bum dum is pretty good here. And yeah, I have not tried this out yet. I think this is Korean. Now this here is a brand new. Whenever you see this here, O and C, the snails, okay? Yeah, it's a snail shop. My wife loves that. I'm not a big fan anymore. I did eat it a lot, but I don't know. I'm just like too sketched out nowadays. And even though I think a snail is maybe not that bad for your health, maybe, I don't know. It's not lean enough. I want to eat clean at the moment. But this is also brand new. That was also a very good shop. I ate here before many times, but now it's something else. I think this is maybe... Okay, what is this? A Chinese signs? Or is it Japanese? I don't know. It looks Chinese to me, but maybe I'm just dumb. Or maybe this Korean. Sometimes I really don't know. I really don't know. Oh, look at this. This apartment building. Dongson Maison. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole. Look, one Chao-Tien-Tea Street. There was over there. I actually gonna go home. I'm gonna get some to drink somewhere here. Then I'm gonna head over home because I'm sweating like crazy. So thank you so much for watching. Please check out this video now and see you in the next vlog.